Hello everyone and welcome to this another vlog. My name is William Elliott and I write the blog A Life with Blindness. Now, one of the commonest questions I'm asked is, what actually do I see as a blind person? Most people imagine, and I once imagined, that blind people do not see anything. The world is completely black and there is no light or any degree of vision whatsoever. Since actually becoming legally blind, as I am, I've found out that there is actually a very, very wide degree of what is described as blindness. One doesn't need actually to be able to not see anything. I can see some degrees of contrast in the world. So a dark object against a light background or a light object against a dark background, I can generally see the outline of the shape. If, however, someone is talking to me face to face, I cannot actually see any details of their face. There is just a shadow without any identifying features in front of me, unless of course they're wearing, as I am today, a dark t-shirt. I can see where the neck of the t-shirt finishes, and anything above that must be their head. And this does make things very difficult, as often people think that I can see more than I actually can, and I've sometimes commented that I have not spoken to them because I meet them in the supermarket. But actually what has happened is I do not know one person from another because I have no facial recognition whatsoever. The other part of my blindness is I can see some peripheral vision, but having only limited peripheral vision means that I have very little true colour vision. The central retinal vein occlusions have destroyed the macular region of my eye, which is the portion of the eye and retina which is able to detect true colour, and also able to detect, enables you to read successfully, so you can see fine details and things like that. Most of my vision is a fog grey blur, and this is accentuated mostly by sunlight. If I go out in bright sunlight, I can see hard shadows on the floor, but I cannot see any real details. Because of this, I often wear sunglasses, which confuses people, as they think, as I'm blind, I mustn't be able to see light, so why should the sun affect me? But wearing sunglasses does allow me to see some added contrast in the world around me. The problems with the blindness that I have means that I'm unable to actually read, which is one of the things that I used to love the most. But there are adaptive technologies which I now can use quite easily. I often go around with my Kindle Touch. It's a small enough device to be able to actually put in a pocket, and it actually has text-to-speech facilities, and so while I'm actually at work, I can listen to books through a set of earbuds, and it's quite innocuous, just sits on my desk and I listen to books all day. And I also have several other items such as text-to-speech software on my computer. I personally use NVDA, a freeware download from NVDA, and non-visual desktop applications, and theirs is a very good text-to-speech piece of software. I use it all the time. One of the good things about it for me is it actually speaks with an English accent. When it reads out the alphabet, it's most noticeable when you get to the letter Z at the end of the alphabet. Happily for me, it says Z, the English version. But if you like a good free piece of software, I would recommend that you take a look at NVDA rather than maybe using JAWS, which can cost about $1,500. And I also use an Intel Reader, which is a photograph scanner, and it enables me to photograph documents, only typewritten documents at the moment. They can't actually analyze handwriting in sufficient detail in order to be able to translate it into speech. So with these pieces of adaptive technology, I am able to have full access to most written material, and so that actually makes my life a lot easier, even though I'm not actually able to read a physical book. I have very many ways of actually being able to gain information for my various projects. Well, that's about all for today. I'd like to thank you for watching and wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.